I live in Cordele, Georgia, and I'm running for Congress as a Republican, the 2nd Congressional District, U.S. House of Representatives of Georgia, 2nd Congressional District of Georgia, U.S. House of Representatives. I'm a conservative Christian. I've been married for almost 42 years now. We have one adult son who's grown, and we live in Cordele, Georgia. We've lived here about 15 years. I've lived before that in Albany and Worth County, and then before that, several years before that, I was up in Crawford County. All of these are in the 2nd District, or at one time have been in the 2nd District. Been in the 2nd since 1987 at least, and other than 4 years serving in Panama. That gives you a little bit of background. I'm an Army veteran, U.S. Army veteran. Most recently, I just resigned in February from the Trump administration, where I served as the Secretary of Agriculture, Sonny Perdue's speechwriter, and worked with them in D.C. And as he traveled around the nation, I got a chance to live down here in South Georgia because I needed to stay around real people if I'm writing communication for the Secretary of Agriculture. So I was very fortunate. I didn't have to move to Washington. I went up there quite a bit to stay in touch with the policy people. But other than that, I stayed down here with the real people, as I say, the farmers and the people of Southwest Georgia. I have served as the 2nd Congressional District Representative on the Board of Human Resources for the DHR Board for the state of Georgia. Also, when they broke up DHR and formed different boards, I was on the Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities, where I was chairman of that board. I have been serving for years in various capacities like that. And of course, as a minister, I'm focused on serving the needs of people. And that's kind of one of the things that drives me. I believe I'm running because I don't believe we have a representative in the 2nd Congressional District. We have someone who has kind of sold himself out to Nancy Pelosi, doing whatever she says. And he put that on full display when he voted along with her and other Democrats to impeach President Trump. That was not the values. Those are not the values of the people in the 2nd District. And they let him know that, and he still refused to listen to the people here and went along with what the Democrat establishment wanted. So I'm running to reclaim this position and turn our representation back over to its rightful owner. That's the people of Southwest Georgia. My values are basically the same values that are in our basic document of the nation, our Declaration of Independence. And I can break them down into 3 main areas. That is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Life, every life counts. Every human being deserves dignity, respect, protection from the time of conception all the way up until the time of natural death. This is a basic God-given right. And what a lot of folks don't understand is that the Democrats have turned away from that with regard to life. With regard to abortion, we're talking about a baby. We can just cut it down to the simple, basic facts. God created, it's a miracle. God created a child, and every child, no matter what color their skin, no matter what age, or no matter what condition they are, whether they have disability or not, they are valuable, they are important. They're important to us as a people, they're important to God. Liberty, our liberties and freedoms are under assault. The First Amendment and the Second Amendment, particularly, Christianity is under assault, and the right to own and bear firearms. When they adopted the Second Amendment, they did not adopt that for skeet shooters and deer hunters. That was for the people, and a government has nothing to fear from an armed populace if the government is respecting the people and following the will of the people, and that's the way our Constitution, our nation was set up. And then the pursuit of happiness for entrepreneurs, for jobs. Our president, before this coronavirus hit, our president has set policies in our Republican Congress When they were in power, they adopted policies and cut taxes and reduced regulation so that people can pursue their dreams, the American dream. And we saw an unparalleled growth in the economy, and especially an unparalleled growth in African American jobs, income growing. And this was available these were policies that were not focused to any one particular group. They were policies focused to all Americans, and that's what we're about. And as far as other matters with regard to the second district supporting the farmers, of course, I've worked for Sonny Perdue. So I've worked right in that area. And I know that Sanford Bishop wants to tout his position on the Agriculture Committee. Well, if the Republicans take control, he won't have that powerful position. And well, he won't have that powerful position anyway, because I'll be up there and I've got the connections that are important. And other particular areas for rural America: broadband, infrastructure, transportation, the rail lines from Savannah out. We've got a rail line running through Cordele, through Americus out west, that goes all the way to the port of Savannah, which is one of the critical ports in our whole nation, strategic wise, for national defense and economic wise. So there's just a lot. There's a lot going on here. We have 29 counties across the second congressional district. I'm the only Republican candidate, as we're voting on this coming Tuesday. I'm the only Republican candidate that lives in the district. You don't technically have to live in the district, but I don't believe with 29 counties, I don't think we need to look outside our district, especially when I'm running. You got a quality candidate. And so on June the 9th, this coming Tuesday, because by the time you see this, the early voting will all be closed. So June the 9th, this coming Tuesday, if you have not already voted, I encourage you, I strongly ask for you to go vote. If you vote in the Republican primary, then I ask for your vote for Don Cole. There are some local races in some counties that are very important to the people in those counties, and I understand that, and those are on the Democrat primary. So I understand fully well that there are going to be a lot of folks who are drawing a Democrat ballot because they want to vote for a sheriff or a tax commissioner or a county commissioner or a school board member, because all politics is local. I understand that, but for those who vote in Republican counties like Lee County, like Crisp County in your viewing area, Mitchell County, I believe, has some strong Republican races going on, then you'll see my name on the ballot, Don Cole, U.S. House of Representatives, and I ask for your vote.